Planning on taking a spin down the Mother Road? Well, buckle up and pay attention, because no Route 66 road trip is complete without a visit to these iconic diners. The town of Seligman in Arizona bills itself as the birthplace of historic Route 66, not because it's where the highway first originated, but because it was the first town to rally for its preservation after the route was decommissioned. When Interstate 40 bypassed Seligman in 1978, Juan Delgadillo and his brother Angel succeeded in having the stretch of highway between Seligman and Kingman designated as historic Route 66, thus saving the town from the dustbin of history. Juan Delgadillo is also famous for opening Delgadillo Snowcap in 1953. Having worked for the railroad, Delgadillo built the diner out of the lumber he salvaged from the yard, creating a kitschy yet charming roadside landmark. Aside from the striking structure, visitors come to Delgadillo Snowcap for another reason. Delgadillo's offbeat sense of humor was legendary, and it lives on in the diner's cheeky signage.
My dad always told us, put a smile on somebody's face.
$75, Robert. Did you read that? Okay, I'll give you a local discount.
Oh, and the food ain't half bad either. Online reviews held the burgers and shakes as particular highlights. Movie fans will no doubt recognize the U Drop Inn Café, as it was used as the basis for the design of Ramon's body shop in the Pixar classic Cars.
I haven't seen a road like this in years.
Well then, let's cruise, baby!
Low and slow.
This striking Art Deco-inspired building was constructed in Shamrock, Texas in 1936, and it's far more than just a diner. The structure features two distinctive towers, one of which rises above the cafe itself and the other above the adjacent gas pumps, which are no longer operational. Instead, that portion of the building has been repurposed as a visitor center, the office of the Chamber of Commerce, and a community center. After falling into disrepair, the building was brought back to life in the early 2000s thanks to a federal transportation enhancements grant. Today, the diner serves a range of classic American dishes, as well as daily specials such as barbecue brisket sandwiches and brisket chili cheese dogs. Located in Arcadia, Oklahoma, Pops is unmissable in every sense of the word. This diner, gas station, and convenience store is fronted by a towering 66-foot soda bottle that comes alive at night with dazzling multicolor LED lights. More than just a quirky landmark, the gigantic statue offers a tantalizing hint at what's inside. Pops offers a range of over 700 different fizzy drinks, from classic to out-of-the-box options like buffalo wing soda, lemon meringue pie, and cherries and mint soda.
I got grape, and then I got lime and coconut.
I got watermelon and banana.
But that's not all. Pops also features a wide menu of American diner staples, including burgers, fries, and chicken strips. You'll also find plenty of breakfast options on offer, including buttermilk pancakes, chicken waffles, and customizable omelets. As you might expect, you can order a bottomless fountain soda with your meal, including optional flavor shots such as strawberry, caramel, cherry, and chocolate. Mitla Café may not be much to look at from the outside, but this San Bernardino institution more than makes up for that with its rich history, flavorful dishes, and homely atmosphere. Founded in 1937 by Mexican immigrant Doña Lucia Rodriguez, this diner has remained in the same family for generations. Doña Lucia's grandson, Mike Montano, took over the diner in 2013. He shared his memories of his grandmother in an interview with CBS News, explaining, "I remember it almost as an extension of my grandmother's kitchen or my grandmother's house. It's where I would see her most frequently. It was where I saw family most frequently. And to me, it was not a restaurant. It was not a business. It was just a part of what made my family who they were." And this joint's past is more influential than you might imagine. Montano claimed that it was Doña Lucia's taco recipe that inspired Glenn Bell to launch what would eventually become Taco Bell. Today, Mitla Café still serves the Mexican fare that made Doña Lucia a local legend over 80 years ago. The menu features carne asada tacos, beef enchiladas, and tamales, as well as classic American dishes like sandwiches, burgers, steaks, and crispy French fries. Adrian, Texas may be home to fewer than 200 residents, but the town is a popular stop for road trippers and anyone who wants to snap a selfie at the official Route 66 halfway point sign. Motorists hoping to break up their journey can also refuel at the Midpoint Café, which takes its name from its unique location, precisely 1,139 miles from both Santa Monica and Chicago. Dating back to 1928, the cafe has changed hands on numerous occasions since it first opened, with many owners giving it a new name and identity. Oh, and here's another one for the Cars fans. The late Fran Hauser, who operated Midpoint Café between 1990 and 2012, inspired the character of Flo in those movies.
Low and slow.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Today, the Midpoint Café and Gift Shop offers a menu of classic breakfast and lunch options, such as sandwiches, pancake stacks, and grilled cheese sandwiches. Don't miss the cafe's ugly crust pies either. While the flavors on offer vary depending on the day, the Elvis version in particular is an absolute showstopper. Established in 1924 in Litchfield, Illinois, the Ariston Café is one of the oldest continuously operating diners along the Mother Road. In fact, the café originally stood along Route 4 in the nearby Carlinville, which constituted part of Route 66 itself. The diner was moved to its current location in Litchfield in 1935 after Route 66 shifted east, bypassing Carlinville. Today, the Ariston Café isn't just a place to fill your belly, but a local institution that tells the story of days gone by. In its heyday, the Ariston Café served porterhouse steak at just 85 cents and glasses of Budweiser for 15 cents. While prices might have changed, the diner still serves beef and bud galore, alongside a number of other options, from sandwiches to fried chicken to desserts. The Silver Screen restaurant is a part of the historic Hotel El Rancho in Gallup, which has been welcoming travelers along Route 66 since the 1940s. In its heyday, the hotel famously played host to Hollywood's movie makers eager to capture Gallup's rugged western landscape on film. No surprise then that the hotel has welcomed an array of stars over the years, including Katharine Hepburn, Kirk Douglas, Gregory Peck, and Elia Kazan. And Hotel El Rancho is still open for business today, offering both rooms and meals to weary travelers. Named for the hotel's cinematic legacy, the Silver Screen Café is set in a ranch-inspired dining room, complete with high ceilings, exposed wood beams, and cowboy memorabilia. The restaurant's menu also keeps with the hotel's original theme, serving traditional Southwestern flavors such as chicken wings, brisket sandwiches, and steak dinners. One TripAdvisor review reads, "Absolutely the nicest restaurant in town, situated in the most historic building and best preserved historic building that you can find. Nothing bad about this place. Everything is fantastic." Located in Willowbrook, Illinois, the Chicken Basket was one of the many establishments that almost went out of business when Route 66 was decommissioned. Luckily, the diner was later purchased by Dell, who managed not only to keep it afloat but also to make it thrive. The Chicken Basket was even featured on an episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, with host Guy Fieri praising their recipe for fried chicken and mac and cheese.
That sharp cheddar, really nice, velvety. Doing this right.
Thank you.
You're Captain Creamy now.
So what makes this fried chicken so good? The word is that the Chicken Basket's take on the dish dates back to the 1930s, when two farm women shared their secret fried chicken recipe with the diner's owner in exchange for a steady supply of poultry from their farm. Whether this is fact or folklore, today's restaurant serves hand-breaded, grade A chicken that's still the talk of Willowbrook and beyond. Perhaps more than any other diner out there, stepping into 66 Diner feels like traveling back to the 1950s.
This has gotta be a dream.
Complete with curved ceilings, monochrome tile floors, retro booths, and vintage signage, this Albuquerque diner embodies the charm of mid-century American diner culture. Yet despite this vintage aesthetic, 66 Diner was actually built in the 1990s to replicate a 1945 gas station and diner that burned down in 1995. The menu at 66 Diner blends classic American dishes with New Mexico flavors. Visitors can start with cheddar fries, onion rings, or chips and queso, while other highlights include burgers and sandwiches like the green chile cheeseburger and the hot meatloaf sandwich. Perhaps one Google reviewer put it best when they wrote, "If I lived in ABQ, I would come here all the time." While they don't actually use roadkill in their dishes, the Roadkill Café in Seligman offers a range of menu items named after the wildlife you might find on the side of Route 66. These include the swirl of squirrel, splatter platter, bad break steak, and fender tenders. The Roadkill Café also has a "you kill it, we grill it" policy, letting guests feast on their own supplies. Although it's hard to say whether anybody has ever taken them up on this offer. Once a watering hole named the OK Saloon, the Roadkill Café's quirks don't end at the menu. Once inside, guests can dine surrounded by eccentric memorabilia, including taxidermied animal heads and thousands of signed dollar bills. Located in Springfield, Illinois, the Cozy Dog Drive-In bills itself as the birthplace of the original hot dog on a stick, dipped in batter and deep-fried. Although the present-day location only dates back to 1996, Cozy Dog Drive-In has been slinging its signature snack since 1949. An alternative to corn dogs, these so-called Cozy Dogs are covered in a special batter mix that doesn't fall off the sausage during the deep frying process. Aside from Cozy Dogs, the Cozy Dog Drive-In offers a range of classic diner fare. The no-frills menu includes burgers, chili cheese dogs, grilled cheese sandwiches, and chicken strips. There are also sides such as french fries, onion rings, cheese curds, and nacho dips, as well as a number of breakfast staples. The Big Texan Steak Ranch in Amarillo, Texas isn't just famous for its Western-themed decor. It's also renowned for its 72-ounce steak challenge. Once featured on Man vs. Food, diners must devour a gigantic cut of beef alongside a shrimp cocktail, baked potato, salad, and buttered roll in less than an hour. Succeed, and you get the entire meal for free.
And I'm ready to eat. You ready to eat?
Let's do it, man.
Yeah?
While Adam Richmond demolished the steak in around 29 minutes, not every challenger has been this lucky, with only 12% of participants succeeding. Even if you're not up for testing your culinary limits, the Big Texan Steak Ranch is more than worth a visit. Aside from the many cuts of beef available, the diner offers a lineup of Southern comfort food, including baby back ribs, fried shrimp, and chicken fried steak. Located 2 miles outside Vinita, Oklahoma, the Highway Café immediately catches the eye with its 1963 vintage neon sign, a beacon that draws in motorists from all around for a bite of classic diner fare. Diners who make a stop at the Highway can indulge in one of the restaurant's highway burgers, sample some chicken fried steak with gravy, or spice things up with a little Mexican fare. As one Google review reads, "Omelets were great, service was great. If you've never been and you're on Route 66 in Vinita, Oklahoma, do not sleep in this spot." Beyond the food, one of the cafe's centerpieces is a 1963 American Rambler. Nestled in the garage area of the cafe, the car once held the Guinness World Record for the most stickers on a car. Visitors to the cafe can also have their photo taken with a 24-foot statue of what they call the Big Indian, as well as a 21-foot muffler man called Big Bill. Meanwhile, anyone wishing to pay it forward can participate in the Highway Cafe's Giving Wall project, which allows visitors to prepay meals for those in need.